Hey guys, welcome back to another video in my DCR series, which I am not going to say what it does not abbreviate for, as you probably read the title. And I just don't feel like saying that because it's way too long. Today we are finally looking at that character I mention all the time whenever I make these reviews, Moai. And finally, we're going into the tier, the most characters, B tier. Now, the reason that B tier has 5 characters in it, that being Moai, Power Pro Kun, Twin B, Optimus Prime, and I can't remember the last character's name, is because they're all pretty even and they're all pretty good. So, let's go over why Moai is very good. So, overall, Moai is pretty slow, but he's got great air mobility, but his jumps are a little bit awkward because of how his run animation is. So he does feel a bit clunky to control sometimes, but that is negated by something he has, that is, which we'll talk about later. And his ground attacks pretty suck. His jab sucks, but his up attack isn't half bad. The only weird thing is it moves him forward, which makes it a little bit laggy. I don't know why it moves him forward. And his forward attack, being this barrel roll, is pretty fast, and I actually recommend using this side attack. That's something new. And it also does a good amount of damage. So, really, as a Moai player, you're probably only going to want to use his up attack and his aerials, because all his other ground attacks are okay, except side attack, which is really good. And his specials are extremely good. So, Moai's whole thing is that he was a boss in a video game. Don't remember the game, but it says it in here, but I can't read Japanese. So, yeah, he was a boss in a game, and he's all about, screen control, because that's what bosses do. They shoot at you. So, yeah. His aerials, that's really good stuff. His nair is a great movement option. It's fast. It basically scares your opponent from getting at you, because, well, who wants to approach this giant spinning, Easter Island head of doom? Like, it just, if you do it with a short hop, tap A and then B, you can go pretty fast while also being hella scary like this. Oop, I messed up. As you can see, that's way faster. Even without the short hop, it's way faster than just running, and it's also way scarier. His up air, his up air is the same as his up attack, it's just that it doesn't move him. And his down air is really good. For no reason. At all. Yeah, it does tons of damage, but it's really slow. But it can also get you to the ground really quick. It also gives him a little bit of vertical height there. So, yeah. He's got some moves that are really good for chasing the soul once it escapes. So yeah, overall his moves are really good for his normals. The only one I wouldn't recommend is his up attack, but you kind of have to use it. So then the only one I really wouldn't recommend is his jab. But there is something with his jab that actually makes it worthwhile. He can clip into walls with it. Like, you can literally not go past here. And because of how his hitbox is, he can clip through walls. Just any wall. But for some reason, it doesn't work with his side attack. Not even his up attack clips through walls. Only his jab does. It's such a weird thing that I've always noticed. And so this is a kind of a useful tech to just hit people that are on top of platforms. Like on certain stages, like a Night City, which is the crane stage. And now let's get into the really good part. His specials. Now, he has charge specials, but you're not really going to charge his specials as what they are, as he shoots out these 3 little bouncing rings of doom. They bounce off once, and you can have 3 at a time. That may seem bad, because they don't look to have much range, but they are really good. They even bounce off walls if it's right in front of you. So they have lots of uses, and if you press down, it actually angles them a bit down. and they go kind of straight. So yeah. Oh, that's a new species of ghost I haven't seen. I guess there's a fish ghost. Well, weird stuff aside that I just found out, yeah, this is, not, his moveset is really good. Except for his grab, which we'll get into in a sec. Now you're wondering, how can this be charged? Well, if you hold it down once, then you get a bigger ring, but you can only shoot 2 rings after that bigger ring. But the problem is I can't really show you that because of how slowly the thing moves and how fast it disappears. But yeah, it's pretty good, I guess. You can time it right. But I would recommend just using the smaller ones. Hey, look, it's the fish guy again. What are you doing here, fishy? Yeah, I would just recommend using the normal ones. But if you somehow manage to charge this all the way, you become a giant god and you can shoot out giant purple ones. And on top of that, you can shoot your normal ones as well, as long with those giant purple ones. Now, the likelihood of you getting this off is very unlikely. But let's say you hit your opponent on the ground. That's literally the only time you get to charge it. And just hope you don't get hit. Yeah, unless your opponent is super dumb, you're not going to hit this. But if you can, you're a legend. I'm just going to say that. You can also shoot these from holding on to something. So, you know, you can just kind of basically snipe you from wherever because it's Moai. So, the basic game plan of a Moai player is to spam projectiles. Well, not really spam, but try to control the screen with projectiles so that the opponent can't really do much, or swarm them with projectiles like this. Oh, that's grab. And just kind of, you know, get them, kind of pressure them. Also using your nair and down air to damage them more. Ah, so hard to hit his down air. As you can see, you can also juggle with his up attack, which is actually really good because it hits to the left, and if you're facing the left, you'll move to the left. So yeah, actually his up attack isn't half bad, but I just don't like it. So yeah, that's basically the game plan. You want to pressure and get your opponents to very low on the bar, and you kill them. For his out of shield options, his jab is like the fastest one, but if you wanted it to be risque, you could do his side attack, or if you wanted it to be a little faster, you could do his little lasers. But yeah, that's really all I got for this guide. But before we end, I gotta talk about this grab. It sucks ass. He like tries to sniff you. He goes, that smells mighty fine there. But then like he just, it takes like a whole second for him to grab you. Ooh, that. But I mean, it does a lot of damage. So I mean, but still, it shouldn't take that long. His grab is literally the worst in the game. But I think that his other stuff just makes up for it because of the screen control you can get from him, the damage you can get from him, the easy combos you can learn, the pressure he can put on a situation. His grab is just kind of there as a joke option. Like if you hit them on the ground, you can just kind of give them a good sniffing and then you'll grab them. But yeah. Also, one more thing before this ends. You can just kind of ride the wall with a nair. So basically you just become a giant hitbox on the wall. And they can't really contest you because they can't really hit you because your entire body becomes a hitbox. So, yeah. That'll be it for this guide. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one where we'll talk about Power Pro Coon.